Crypto fam, what's going on? I missed you guys. We want to take a look at Bitcoin today and what's going on with the market, what's going on with the news. Why is Bitcoin continuing to fall down in this falling wedge formation right over here? Today, it is May 26th and Bitcoin has gone down from 10K all the way down to right now sitting at $7,200. And I'm still seeing a lot of bullish people, which tells me that we're not done falling all the way to the bottom just yet. We're probably going to see a touch of this trend line and potentially bounce back up. But to understand that, let's take a look at a couple of different factors to understand, what might happen. So guys, what's been happening the last couple of years? Let's just talk about early 2017, early 2018, the past year and a half. What's been going on with cryptocurrency? All of this price action right over here has really steadily been coming up until we see a parabolic spike in price of cryptocurrency. But during this time, has anything really been happening with technology and jobs and really anything in the crypto space besides speculation on price and the hype about how expensive everything is getting in cryptocurrency? I say no, not at all. And this is the reason that we crashed. Price completely outpaced technology and innovation and actual use cases for cryptocurrency. But now what we're seeing is jobs. Oh, there's a chart on Angel List somewhere. Jobs in the cryptocurrency space, in the blockchain space, have tripled since the crash of $20,000. So that tells us that technology is catching up to price, and at some point they're gonna meet, and price will again begin to outpace technology. This is just how the cryptocurrency market works, and how we can deduce what will happen is what we can do is simply just go ahead and draw a line like this from the beginning of the trend. So what does this line represent? This line represents both speculation on price and actual innovation in the blockchain space. This takes both into account, and because technology and innovation and actual jobs in cryptocurrency are definitely outweighed by price and speculation, it's going to be under this line, and it wants to catch up to price, which is going to be above this line. And at some point here, they're going to come together and then again separate for price to outweigh technology and innovation and climb higher. Now, how do we know when that's going to happen? Technically, we have a long way to fall down. If technicals are only in play without any fundamentals, Bitcoin is going down to $1,300 or even less. What is that? $1,700? It's about $1,300 to $1,700. That's if only technicals are at play. But we have very strong fundamentals that tell me we're gonna reverse sometime soon. And because we're seeing so much bullish news in terms of innovation and technology and jobs and so much going on in the crypto space besides simply speculation, we're seeing actual use cases. We're seeing companies acquiring blockchain technology. We're seeing massive partnerships going on. And we'll talk about that later in this video. But I think it's going to happen soon. Technicals and fundamentals are the two extremes. Extremes meaning if the technicals are only at play, we're going down super far, and if only fundamentals are at play, we're going back to 20K tomorrow. Okay, so somewhere in the middle, they need to meet and reverse the market cycle so everything is at equilibrium, and then it can separate and then reverse the market into the bullish season again. And we don't know how long that's going to take, but right now, let's look at the current market, and if you're trading, let's see what kind of potential we have and where the market can move in the next couple of weeks, where we see some confirmation on if we can take any moves where we should cut positions, and where we can potentially see reversal for the next bull trend. Now, I drew a circle right over here. You see that red circle? This is Bitcoin. It's been moving in this falling wedge for quite some time now. And all the technicals point to this circle being the buy point if you were buying Bitcoin. Now, some people may tell you that trend lines may not work. I think they're a good sign of where potential reversal may be, in addition to using levels of support and resistance, which we see some right here. And I'll tell you one thing that is really important for you to know. If you're setting buy points, if you're looking at levels to buy, price 99% of the time doesn't fall or go up to the certain point that it already hit previously. For example, see, we hit right, let's see, right over here we hit $5,400, and a lot of people were thinking, it's gonna double bottom and hit 54 again. No, it's 99% of the time it just doesn't happen. If it tests one price, it does a different price at the next test. So see, we hit about $6,059. Right over here we went just above that, and right over here we're gonna go either above it or below it. Now watch this. If you're gonna buy Bitcoin here, which if you're trading, you're not using margin. Do not use margin here, because the floor can fall under and you're going to be liquidated out of your position. So you need to be very careful at this point, because this is a very bearish scenario and it could potentially not bounce and simply break under. So what do we do here? What do we do here? How do we play this scenario? We're going to be looking to set different buys. Let's say now we'll place a buy and go a little bit lower and place a buy, and you're pretty much stacking buys for an area of about $500 to $600 difference with a stop if it breaks below this trend line. So if I was buying Bitcoin now, I'll be buying right now. I'll set a buy order $200 lower. I want $200 lower, and I'll have a stop limit. I'll have a stop to get out of my position if we break above this trend line. I'm sorry, below this trend line. Because if it breaks below, it's going to get really ugly, and I'm not going to be holding my positions if Bitcoin takes a dump all the way down into this area. And I drew this support area, like I said previously, because we have several technicals in play here. We have a trend line and we have some serious support over here. So this is the area I'm looking to buy if Bitcoin breaks down. But technicals point, if we stay in this area, we kind of do a nice little wedge right here, a symmetric triangle, and then we bounce back up. At most, I think we're going to be going up to the 85, 86 area. It's usually a little bit under what the trend line, the resistance is, because everyone's looking at that place, everyone's looking at this area, and people are going to be looking to take profit before it hits that area. You can see that it's never perfect. It's never perfect. So take profit before and on confirmation. Okay, I was talking about this only on confirmation. You can make preemptive moves and potentially make a move thinking that Bitcoin is going to come up. But remember, this is a very bearish scenario. So if we bought here, we set our stops and it bounced back up, take your profit. Okay, take at least half of your profit, and then on confirmation, if it breaks out of this triangle, which is still not a fact, which still doesn't tell us that Bitcoin is going to go higher and the trend is going to resume, you can take a position on the test of this trend line. It comes out, bounces back, tests, and continues higher. But what do we need to see? What do we need to see for the bull trend to continue, to resume? The definition, for me at least, is if we make a significantly higher high and then test our resistance as support. So for example, if we break out of this triangle, we have to make a higher high than $9,900 and at least hit 11.6, then test 10,000 as new support, and I would be at that point bullish and ready for the bull cycle, the new bull trend to start. And even then, it is not a guarantee that this will be continuation. We need to make at least a couple of higher highs for me to be 100% certain that the bull trend is back on track. This would only tell me that I can get into some positions and make some bigger bets on the bull trend starting and on some different coins going up. One really important thing, if I'm going to be buying, which I will be right over here, it's going to be altcoins. I'm not going to be buying Bitcoin simply because of the massive gains that I can get with altcoins. If Bitcoin bounces, let's say Bitcoin bounces 25%, a lot of the altcoins I'm going to buy, I'm going to make 200% on, because everyone's itching to get into altcoins right now. You see Ethereum and Bitcoin correlation, Ethereum dominance is going up. That means people are getting ready to buy altcoins. Ethereum is the way to do it, right? They get into Ethereum and then get into altcoins. But what I will be doing is either getting into Ethereum or Bitcoin and then buying altcoins right over here. So my Bitcoin buys are set, but immediately when my buys hit, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna buy altcoins. Now, you're asking what altcoins are you gonna buy and when? When do you think everything's gonna reverse? Let's take a look at this chart really quick. I've been saying this in previous videos. This chart is the total market cap of cryptocurrency, and we have an inverse head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders is generally a bullish sign, and on confirmation of a break between about $460 billion and $500 billion, if we break that on this next shoulder, you see this is the right shoulder, if we break this on the way up, that's going to be a potential continuation. But nobody's looking at this, from what I've seen in YouTube videos, from people posting trends and whatnot, nobody's looking at the total market cap. And this tells me that between 320 billion and 360 billion would be the support zone, which is coming up very, very soon, if not right now. And we should see a reversal very soon, unless we break down below if we break down below $320 billion, at that point I would be getting out of my positions, because this is the bottom of the support zone. And if we go lower, this tells me that we can simply potentially not make a right shoulder and continue lower. At that point, it would get pretty ugly, and the next support zone would be around 160 to $200 billion. So it would get pretty bad. But I don't think it's going to come to that point. I think we're going to bounce before and potentially see a little bit of an alt season where we can make some profit, take some trades. And let's talk about some news in the cryptocurrency market. Coinbase is announcing a big partnership. Coinbase acquires Paradox Exchange, shifts GDAX to Coinbase Pro. In my opinion, GDAX and Coinbase Pro are fairly similar. I guess they're doing some updates to the GDAX exchange, and they're looking to pretty much take over the cryptocurrency market, add many more coins. But in my opinion, why would you be using Coinbase? Because the point of cryptocurrency is to be decentralized, to be anonymous. And when signing up for Coinbase, trading with GDAX, they want everything from you. They want passport, address, name, wife's name, dad's name, mother's name. Like come on, we need to be decentralized and anonymous. So although I think regulation is good in this space in terms of getting rid of scams, I think Coinbase is becoming more centralized, kind of like a government authority figure, and in that sense, I don't like it. That's why I don't really use Coinbase anymore, unless it's just to first get into cryptocurrency, just get a feel of it. If you're just a beginner, Coinbase is definitely the way to go, because it's safe, it's easy. But I don't like that they're taking all of your information and reporting it to the government. Now for the exciting part. Everyone's asking, what altcoins are you going to be buying when everything turns around? So this is going to be pretty soon. We're going to go to coinmarketcap.com, and link is in the bio, link is in the description. If you guys want to go to this, CoinMarketCap is awesome. Lists all the cryptocurrencies if you're new. If I'm going to be buying, it's going to be one of the top coins, and one of the top coins that's seen the most blood and potentially has some positive news coming up. One of which is going to be EOS. They do have the mainnet launch coming up in a couple of weeks. I think it's June 14th or something like that. It's in a couple of weeks. June 1st is the last day to register your EOS tokens. So EOS has a lot of bullish news, and they've seen a lot of blood. They've seen a lot of blood in the past couple of days, and EOS has definitely some upside to it for sure in the next couple of weeks. That's going to be one of them. And let's see, Litecoin's a potential one, but Litecoin's hasn't seen some serious capitulation, some serious blood. It's pretty much been going sideways. So you know, whatever is seeing the most blood is what I'm going to be buying. So you can just go through the list. If you like a certain coin and it's seeing a lot of blood, then you can buy that coin, and you're going to be making more money on that as opposed to buying Bitcoin. Dash would be a good example. Dash has seen some real blood in the past couple of weeks, and that would definitely be a good buy for a potential nice bounce. Zcash is another good one. So again, buy altcoins, don't buy Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin and get into altcoins, and that would be your strategy to make a lot more money. But again, guys, be careful. You know, set your stops. Don't just hold your positions if this breaks down. If you're somebody that just simply buys and holds, you know, that's fine for you, but it really doesn't make sense if you're just going to be taking 50% losses. You know, set your stops, get out of positions if need be, leave some, but there's no need to just take a 50% haircut on your portfolio. We could potentially see a prolonged bear market for the next couple of months. I don't think it's going to be too long, but just know that there is a risk of this trend line breaking down and the cryptocurrency market going lower than you think, because you know everybody's still bullish. I've seen people bullish on YouTube, bullish on Twitter. Generally, that's a sign that the market's going lower. And this is not financial advice, but this is simply what I've seen in the past. And we're going to see a reversal when everybody gets very, very, very bearish. And I think it's going to be soon. Maybe this will come up. Maybe we'll see an alt season. But this is not a fact. You need to assess the market. You need to take a precaution and make moves based on your trading plan. That's how you're going to profit. That's how you're going to make money, and make sure you're not taking losses. Guys, stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be coming up Sunday. We're going to be talking about cryptocurrency business, how you can make money to get into the cryptocurrency markets, because cryptocurrency should not be your only source of income. That's simply smart trading. Anyways, I'll see you guys soon. And if you have any questions, let's discuss in the comments below. I'm going to answer each and every one of you. I'm super excited to keep teaching you guys about cryptocurrency, and I want everybody to profit together. See you in the next video. Cheers.